Hello everybody and a warm welcome back and welcome to Rajiv Gandhi International Airport in Hyderabad, India. I'm got India on my mind. I've been watching the men's ICC T20 World Cup. And the city we're going to be flying to is where the match was this morning between South Africa and New Zealand won convincingly. I have to say, that really surprised me. Anyway, what is wrong with you? Anyway, here we go. We got some new stuff. Brand new X-Plane Map Enhancement Pro is installed. I'm using the Apple Maps. We are Sim Briefing just got updated like half an hour ago. So we are going to download the flight plan. I do not have Navigraph up right now. There is our aircraft. And there we are taking off 9 right. And we are going to Chandra Bose International in where the match was played today in formerly known as Kolkata, now Kolkata, in northeastern India. We are in the Laminar default A330 300 with we'll do that. I'll show you more about that when we get up in cruise. We got Pan Am on the Clipper. I could not believe it or not. Now maybe they just don't ever fly these. This is the Clipper Constellation. I couldn't find an Air India livery or any of the liveries based in India. I've had problems with that even with the Flight Factor kind of thing, unless I use the one from Flight Factor itself. I don't know if Air India is one of those airlines that actively will request places to pull down liveries that people have created, saying you don't have rights to use that, you're not going to use it. So we are just going to be using default airports. We are on live weather, live time right now. I just have this on because I want to see what the night lighting is looking in X-Plane 12.4. No beta anymore. It's just straight up X-Plane 12.4, which is awesome. And I want to see what the night lighting looks like, and then we'll get it daytime. And that all I've done is called over the GPU. I have not programmed anything or anything like that. At some point, I got to create a hotkey for this. Toggle sim briefing. So, this thing is brilliantly handy. And this has been, I've used this for quite some time. I know, who was it? Q8 was showing one last week or so. Doesn't do anything this doesn't do, and this has had it longer. Get our weather here. And it will even decode the METAR for you if you don't know how to read this stuff. I do. I used to be an virtual ATC, so I'm not really too worried about it. And there's our briefing for what our weights are going to have to be and everything like that. And the map, which is awesome. So, we do have a procedure. Let's go back to the briefing. What are we doing for the VERC 07? Okay, so this is really handy. Load procedures. We are doing 9 right. Wrong one. And there it is. You can make this bigger, obviously, if you wish, just by doing that. And you can just use your mouse wheel and scroll out. And there you go. We will have a disco somewhere. So we will put that in at some point when we're doing our setup. And you can do it for the arrival as well, and this weather updates as you're going along. Of course, I'm going to set us up. I will see you on the runway. I don't want to take up any more of your valuable time. Apologies for no videos. I've been having a lot of problems with the computer of late. God, I hate Windows 11 with a passion. If it wasn't for a lot of the stuff I like to use, I couldn't use in Linux. Because I used Linux for years, hence my name, Linux Monster. Or Linux Monster. And Discords and stuff like that. I used Linux for years. Love it. But some of the add-ons just will not work in Linux, which is unfortunate. Hopefully at some point. Anyway, don't forget to smash the like, share, comment, subscribe. Links to everything I'm using will be in the description below. Click show more. You'll also find 2 ways to support the content, as we don't do sponsored content of any type. Everything seen is bought with viewer donations and my money. Also, where you can download Sim Briefing, X-Plane Map Enhancement Pro, do use my code. It costs you nothing and you get an extra 2 weeks on your subscription if you decide to get the Pro version. And it's going to cost you the same whether you use the code or not, so you may as well take the 2 extra weeks for free by using my referral code. And I don't see any of your information. There are a couple of people have extended. I can tell because my subscription got extended, but I have no idea who they are. So I just said thank you to them for using it. We'll see you on the runway. By my way, my computer specs are down there as well if you want to see how things would compare on yours. Thanks for flying along with me. Takeoff config is okay. Green, no blue. This is one of the problems with this aircraft. If anybody knows a way to get rid of this, reflections, and the scratches on all the passenger windows, if there's a mod that does that, I would appreciate knowing where. Because this is really annoying. It kind of makes you not want to fly this aircraft at night, which is unfortunate because I really love flying at night. So here's how this is going to go down. I'm going to get on the autopilot pretty early. I have some stuff I need to do. And I just want to see the night lighting a little bit. And then I'll bring you back. Somewhere mid-flight, I will have changed the time to daytime by then. And we'll take a look around and see how it's looking with X-Plane Map Enhancement. Again, I'm using the Pro version. Up to around 30%. And engines are stabilized. And man flex, SRS, and runway green, no blues. Don't worry about pink. The magenta you see, that is takeoff inhibit. It means unless I get a warning about a blown tire, fire, all of a sudden the cabin is not pressurizing. Stuff like that. Only stuff like that. Loss of hydraulic pressure. Things like that are the only things that I will see and get a warning about. Other than that, you don't hear a thing. Positive rate, gear coming up. Goodbye, Hyderabad. Ooh. Oh, I didn't think we had a turn. Stall. Yes, I know. I have the nose up way too high. Thrust climb. Stall. Those reflections are really distracting me. And now we will get the flaps up, take us to green dot speeds. We do have some altitude restrictions, and on. These can now go off. There we go. Climb Alt. And it's informing me we have the altitude constraint. Let's take a look outside. I love the night lighting at the airport in XPlane 11. No sim does it as good, in my humble opinion. Now, being in India, there's probably a bit of haze in the area. But all in all, it's looking good. You know what? Let's just do it now for you. So we will no longer be on real time. I'm still going to use the live weather, though. Not set it to sim time, because otherwise it'll pull down weather from like a year ago or something, which is not great. Put you to there. Come on. Of course, now it's got to load the daytime textures for the... Yeah, I thought we'd have haze in that. That is one place where XPlane need, like, yes, India has pollution problems, okay? It does. No question. I've got a friend over there right now, and they were showing me pictures. They were in Pune, they were up in Rajasthan, Mumbai, and I mean, the air quality is horrid. It is not great at all. But it's a little overdone in XPlane 12 with the live weather. It's bad compared to perhaps where we live, but it's not the way it's depicted here. Oh yeah, 7,000. Changes I'd like to see them make. Get rid of these reflections. I cannot believe that pilots fly with reflections like that. This would be anti-reflective glass on the inside. Second, I'd like these to be linked so that when you change one, it changes all of them. Got to remember, this is a single pilot operation, right? Normally you'd have two people in the flight deck. And we will take you off. Clocks are up. Everything else is going well. Seatbelt signs are off at 10,000, and that is landing lights off as well. Get you back to auto. And everything else is looking good. I swear that's XPlane Map Enhancement doing this. I don't think it's XPlane itself. I get these freezes as it loads new areas. I'm not all pleased. Now granted, I don't use the default settings. I have it showing me high definition, much higher LOD and stuff like that. Even at higher elevations, which technically when you're over about 10, 12,000 feet, it's kind of pointless, waste bandwidth. But you know what we got to do. Sim Heaven is in use, of course, along with the XPlane Map Enhancement Pro. And you saw Sim Briefing, and you, of course I use Better Pushback. Dr. Glick's Terrain Radar is installed, and such like that. You can see some of them. If you want to use the NOAA Weather plugin, it does not change the weather. All it does is if snow has been reported in the vicinity at some point in the last, probably, I guess it maybe goes back 24 hours or something like that. it will force X-Plane to put snow on the ground. Just like X-Snow does. I like the NOAA weather plugin because I can also look up the METAR, which I can do right there. And I can do it for our destination as well. It is handy. So that is why I use it. It is completely freeware. The sim briefing is completely freeware. XPython is completely freeware. Better pushback, Avitab. The Reality XP GTN 750 is not. X Camera, there is a free version. You can also get the paid one. And yeah, I mean, I had a major computer crash and fail. I had to completely reinstall Windows 11. And to do it, I just reformatted every single drive I own, all SSDs, and just started from scratch. And in some ways that really helped because it got rid of a bunch of libraries and stuff, and it's like, I need that for one airport. I used it in one video. I don't know if I'm ever going to fly there again. If I do, I'll download those libraries again. Try and keep your sim clean as possible, and you have far less issues. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you with a flyby, and I will bring you back somewhere mid-flight, give you an update. This is about a 2-hour, 10-minute flight, give or take. It is a routine flight flown multiple times a day. I'm not sure if they use an A330 for it, but I know some of their flights, like Delhi to Mumbai, flies multiple times a day, and they use 787s with 5 seats across, I think it is, on Air India, in the middle row. It's 5 or 7. There's like 10 rows across of seats, something like that. It's just unreal. I would not want to be on that plane. Like, it is set for maximum capacity. And it's not it's not that short a flight from Mumbai to Delhi, even in a 787. There's actually, Simply Aviation actually has a video up flying on that aircraft. And he even said this was the most hellacious flight he had ever taken. And he's been doing this a long time. He said, you have got to have a death wish to want to be on this flight, on this aircraft configured this way. He didn't exactly say death wish, but you got the impression that's what it, you know. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll bring you back mid-flight somewhere. I don't know where we'll be, because half the places we're going to be flying over, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce them. I don't want to offend any of my Indian viewers. Thanks for flying along with me. Yeah. Let's go to Kolkata. Oh, the atmospherics are so good. And welcome back, everyone. A little mid-flight update for you. Just one. We're now crossing over the divide for the Chennai FIR, Flight Information Region, and entering into the Kolkata. We'd be now transferring to Kolkata control or radar or director kind of thing. We're about 40 minutes into the flight. We're at 39,000 feet. We are cruising along nicely. No issues with the aircraft. It was a beautiful, well, you saw parts of it in that. The sun is higher up now and that. And we do see some snow on some of the higher peaks that are around. They're higher than what you think they are. You got to remember, we're also at almost 40,000 feet. So, X-Plane map enhancement working really good. Terrain-wise, always love flying in India. I just that air quality makes it really difficult flying. It's like almost marginal VFR, even though there's not a cloud in the sky. A lot of that, Active Sky did the same thing. X-Enviro was even worse. Like, you literally couldn't see Mumbai International, Surabhi, until you were almost literally on top of it landing. Like, it had the pollution in that so bad, which was just ridiculous. It's not that bad. So it's really over-exaggerated. I don't know what any of the weather add-ons or what Laminar can do. It simply reads the particulate matter in the air quality and that, and draws it appropriately. But I mean, I've seen footage of with my friend who's there right now, and there for 2 months, 2.5 I think. He goes over a couple of times a year. And yeah, it's not ideal, but I mean, it's not that bad. So anyway, we'll leave you with the flyby, and I'll bring you back if I spot something that's really pretty. Otherwise, we'll see you after we've already started our top of descent. Thanks for flying along. And welcome back, everyone. We are already on our descent. As you can see, we've lost almost 20,000 feet. We do have a bit of an extended downwind. We are pretty much basically right on profile. The aircraft is doing everything. We're a little under speed. But I think it's doing that because it knows it's got to get down to 250. I do have the constraints on the secondary display. To me, this is a display I really pay attention to a lot. So the ND has got the constraints and everything on it. I have terrain on the first officer side. I did do a little ding on the cabin to let the cabin crew know to start getting the cabin ready for arrival. And I will turn it on now so that everybody gets back in their seats and everything. We switch over at 7,000 feet in India. And the flight has gone perfectly smooth. Very impressed with the Laminar A330-300. I don't use the X-Craft mod. I mean, I know it's out there, but I don't really care about it. A330-900, it's built on this aircraft. So it's basically like the fly-by-wire, but it's for, you know, it's X-Craft. For the Laminar, it's built upon. I'm fine with the 300. Works for me. Now, if they made a 310, that'd be a little different. Actually, I wish somebody would just make a 310 or a 300, since Innobuilds. Yeah, I don't even want to get into what I think of Innobuilds. The McDonald's drive-through of add-ons now in Microsoft Flight Simulator. They come out with something new, a new airport, a new aircraft, everything, like 3, 4, 5 times a week. It's just, they never used to be like that. But I mean, hey, they're making money, putting food on the table, paying the kids' education, so all the power to them. They can stay there for all I care. And it was really nice coming down from the 30 knot flight level 390, because we had like a 58 knot headwind for a good portion of it. Right up to around flight level 200. It was really helped with descent. So there are a number of constraints on this arrival. We're not going to see very much, so hence we're not outside. Other than that, it's looking good. The aircraft has performed beautifully. So you got to get rid of this stuff. Like, I know they don't wash the aircraft, every single day, etc. But I mean, that's a bit much. The scratches. Although it is an older aircraft, being a A330-300, and it's not a Neo or anything like that, or any of the new ones, so that's a holding pattern for the missed approach. And long-time subscribers, no, I don't do missed approaches. I don't care if I roll all the way to the end of the runway and partly off it. I'm landing, period. This will not be a phenomenal landing because I haven't really flown in probably a month. I have been doing some of, Train Sim World 6. I do have my thoughts on the remaster on the German route and the East Coast way. I have some things I want to say about the East Coast way. That's all I'm going to say. The remaster. And it all revolves around transparency. Now, they may have changed some of it by now, but I mean, I had it. I owned East Coast Way from the day. I had London Brighton, the original, even, for Train Sim World. One of my favorite routes. Mostly because of the Battersea Power Station. So, we are inbound Kolkata. We are not on live time. I did move the time ahead. 1 hour 34. It'll be about close to 2 hours, like I said, when we land and get over to the gate. And it's perfectly flying on profile. Some things I did notice. Any kind of a crosswind, it would go up like 200 feet or so and then try and compensate and end up down 200 feet multiple times. So it really didn't maintain flight level 390 perfectly. That might be normal. I don't know. That said, I do have to pay attention down here now at Perth. We are down to 240, which is good. And I am going to activate approach phase and go, and that'll take us down to 210. 205, something like that. May have to put the speed brake out, I'm not sure. Oh, why did you do that? Want to take us out just a bit? And those are out. Awesome. So it's down to green dot speed. Frequency is correct. Altimeter's 1008 across the board. Auto brake is medium. I will get the speed brakes armed again. Ground spoilers armed as we continue to come down. I won't do it because I got a manual in there. Okay, that's why. And I will get some slats out because we can. It's looking good. And just in case you are new to the channel, if you like flights in India, the Middle East, Eurasia, including Turkey, Azerbaijan, Kurdistan, etc., China, all of Southeast Asia and ASEAN, this is the channel for you because that's where I primarily fly. And back. And here we go. I'll get ready. They don't normally do this, I'm told, pilots. Go to localizer, but I'm going to. But not this minute. I will wait. So flaps one out, slats are out. And we'll keep coming down. So, like I said, this landing, you know, probably will be horrible because I have not flown in some time. Man, this looks great in 4K. That's all I'm going to say. Haze, etc. be danged. And it is like flying beautifully. It really, really is. I'm just holding off on the approach. We gotta wait for the localizer to come in somewhat, which will be in 5 nautical miles. We're coming down nicely, which is awesome. Really like the A330. Love the wing on it. I know it's older, but I like it. We are supposedly sometime in the next little while getting a revamped Sim Heaven. I am really looking forward to that. Now, he's calling it Sim Heaven Pro. That means it could be payware. I'm not sure. Now, with all he has done for the community, and those people over the years and years and years for free, I would have no problem. I mean, I'd have to save up for it, but I would have no problem buying it. Get ready to pull the localizer in. And then get ready to go to approach. Keep coming, keep coming. Localizer is captured. Glide slope. No, localizer not quite. Now they are captured. And here we go. 13 nautical miles. We will stay right where we are. Speed-wise and everything, and on the flaps and all. I don't know where it's getting a 9-knot tailwind from. Maybe because of the altitude we're at, I am not sure. But so far, the aircraft is just performing beautifully. And the heading for the runway is 187. And I'm setting that because of, in case of missed approach. Like I said, I don't do them, but I still go through the procedures. One thing I did not look up. Why do you not have the minute? Straight ahead 2000, then left. Okay, so turn, look on the tank to left. And 2000, or as directed, I would say probably 4000. To stay out of the way, but maybe. Landing system, 10. And it's doing beautiful. Not that I can see anything. So the autopilot's going to be in for a bit. Confirmed. Gear down, flaps 3. I love the animations on the gear. These are big, heavy gear. They take a minute. It is awesome. I don't have the landing lights on. Runway turn-off lights on. There we go. Yeah, I know flaps full. We're still 4 miles out. We'll be fine. See what I mean about the windows? It's a shame. Flaps full. Okay. Ground spoilers armed. Cabin is ready. Landing gear medium. I can't even see the airfield. Okay, here we go. This is what I mean. It's like, it's a little overdone. I really don't think it's this bad. I mean, otherwise pilots would be, all of them, just doing auto lands.
$500.
Confirmed.
400.
Still don't have the runway. Well, let's see if she can do an auto land.
Minimum.
Landing. I have the lead-ins. So
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. Retard. Retard.
reverse screen. Manual braking. Welcome to Kolkata. It is here, believe it or not. I know we can't see it. This is overdone. I don't think the haze and pollution and that is not that bad. I don't believe. Now, I don't know, obviously, landing system off, flight directors off. Here we go. You are not going to have to watch me go through all the unloading and everything else like that. Anyways, here you go. This is just a default airport. Whoa, this gate looks perfectly fine for me, I think. It says A320. What else do we have? Get the gear up. Strobes are already off because they're on auto. That gate is never going to reach over here, I don't think. We will see. But yeah, there's the city out there. Probably 18 or 20 million people live here. Oh, don't do that. Aha, anyway. There we go. You can go off. You can all stay on for now. Parking brake on. And we'll get the brakes on. Fan. So there you go, folks. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, and you enjoy flights in the Middle East and Asia and ASEAN and Eurasia and that, I think we're going to do a flight maybe from Turkmenistan or something next. Kind of feeling that. Maybe consider subscribing. It costs you nothing and it means the world to me. Links to everything I used for the most part will all be linked down below, including a lot of the Lua scripts and plugins that I use will be down there. As well as a link to my Discord, my computer specs, and how you can support the channel, as we don't do sponsored content, and I do not monetize my channel with ads from YouTube. Until the next time we meet, I want you to stay safe, be kind to one another, keep the blue side up, and I will see you in the skies, on the rails, and on the road. Laminar, you need to fix this. This is not realistic. My friend was just in Kolkata. Take care, everybody. Weekend's coming up. It's hump day. Hang in there. We'll all make it. I'll see you real soon. Take care. God bless.